Good morning, student. Today I am explain about the capacitor and capacitance. So first we know that about what is meant by the capacitor. So it is a device used to store electric charge and electric energy. It consists of two conducting objects, usually plates or sheets, separated by some distance. Capacitors are widely used in many electronic circuits and have applications in many areas of science and technology. A simple capacitor consists of two parallel metal plates separated by a small distance. So you observe the figure. This is a symbolical representation of the capacitor. So in the figure, C is a capacitor. It consists of the two metal plates separated by a small distance, and to that two plates we are connected a battery or cell having the potential is V. So one terminal, positive terminal, is connected to the one plate and negative terminal is connected to the other plate. So what happens when the potential or battery is connected to a capacitor? Then we are known about the capacitance. When a capacitor is connected to a battery of potential difference V, the electrons are transferred from one plate to the other plate by battery, so that one plate becomes negatively charged with a charge of minus Q and the other plate positively charged with plus Q. The potential difference between the plates is equivalent to the battery terminals voltage. If the battery voltage is increased, the amount of charges stored in the plate also increases. In general, the charge stored in the capacitor is directly proportional to the applied potential difference between the plates. That is, Q is directly proportional to V, so that Q is equal to, remove the proportionality symbol, you take a constant C. So then that C is known as capacitance of the capacitor. So then it is defined as, the capacitance of a capacitor is defined as the ratio of, that is C is equal to Q by V, ratio of the magnitude of the charge on either of the conductor plates to the potential difference existing between the conductors. So this is about the definition of the capacitance, that is C is equal to Q by V. The SI unit of the capacitance is Coulomb per volt or Farad. In honor of Michael Farad, Farad is a very large unit of capacitance. In practice, capacitors are available in the range of microfarad, that is 1 microfarad, that is equal to 10 to the power of minus 6 farad, to the picofarad, 1 picofarad, that is equal to 10 raised to minus 12 farad. A capacitor is represented by the symbol, the two parallel plates, and here is one is parallel and another one is the curved plate. These are the symbol, that is a circuit symbol for capacitor. Now we come to the capacitance of an isolated spherical conductor. So you see the figure. In the figure you are taken a spherical conductor having the radius is R and it is charged by the Q. Okay. Consider an isolated spherical conductor of radius R having a charge Q. Suppose the conductor is placed in vacuum. The charge on the spherical conductor may be assumed to be present at its center. So then, the potential at any point on the surface of the conductor is given by V is equal to 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught Q divided by R, where epsilon naught is absolute permittivity of the free space. So this is about the electric potential of a spherical charge conductor. Therefore, capacitance of the spherical conductor situated in vacuum is given by C is equal to, you know that about general capacitance of the capacitor formula is C is equal to Q divided by V. So then this is equal to Q divided by, what is the value of V from the last equation? 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. Rearrange to that one, Q get cancel. So then we got capacitance of the isolated spherical conductor, that is 4 pi epsilon naught R. That is capacitance of the spherical conductor. Now next we are come to know across capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. So first you are see the figure. Here the two parallel metal plates must be taken, separated by a small distance, it is a d. So one is the positive charge, another one is the negative charge, and area of the plate must be taken as A. So consider a capacitor with two parallel plates, each of cross sectional area A and separated by a small distance d. Okay. Then the electric field between two infinite parallel plates is uniform, and it is given by E is equal to sigma divided by epsilon naught, where sigma is the surface charge density on the plates. That is, sigma is equal to what? Q divided by area, that is charge per unit area, is called as the surface charge density. If the separation distance d is very much smaller than the size of the plates, then the above result is used even for infinite sized parallel plate capacitor. Now the electric field between the plates is given by E is equal to Q divided by A into epsilon naught. Since the electric field is uniform, the electric potential between the plates having separation d, it is given by V is equal to E into d. We know that value of E, Q divided by A epsilon naught, then d write on as it is. Therefore the capacitance of the capacitor is given by C is equal to Q divided by V. So that is equal to Q divided by value of the V, QD divided by A epsilon naught. Q get cancel, then capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor is given by epsilon naught A divided by, it is D. So then, thank you.